Hi everyone, we will be learning today about Bandura's cognitive social learning theory. Just a little background on Bandura. He was born in 1925, which makes him 92 years old today, and he has emphasized the cognitive aspects of learning in his social learning theory, which is what we will be focusing on today.
So, what is cognitive social learning theory? According to the expert Bandura, he stresses that humans are cognitive beings, such as active information processors, who, unlike animals, are likely to think about the relationships between their behavior and its consequences. They are often more affected by what they believe will happen than by events they actually experience. As an example, consider your status as a college student. Because of the rewarding goal of obtaining your degree, you tolerate the cost and the unpleasantries of classes. Because again, the reward of obtaining an education is thought to have a long-term benefits, so you endure its journey. Other examples can be relatable to the factors displayed on the diagram.
Nowhere is Bandura's cognitive emphasis clearer than in his decision to highlight observational learning as a central developmental process. Observational learning is simply learning results from observing the behavior of other people. For example, a 2-year-old may learn how to approach and pet the family dog by simply noting how his older sister does it. An 8-year-old may acquire a very negative attitude toward a minority group, as well as derogatory labels for these people, after hearing her parents talk about this group in a disparaging way. Observational learning simply could not occur unless cognitive processes were at work. We must attend carefully to the model's behavior, actively digest or encode what we observe, and then store this information in memory as an image or a verbal label if we are to imitate what we have observed at a later time.
Bandura believed that children could learn by merely observing the behavior of a social model even without first performing the responses themselves or receiving any reinforcement for performing them. In 1965, he conducted an experiment involving nursery school children. They each watched a short film where adults showed unusual aggression toward an inflatable bubble doll. In the film, the adult hit the doll with a mallet while shouting "Suckaroo" and throwing rubber balls while shouting "Bang Bang" and so on. After the film, each child was left alone in a room with the doll along with the props that the adult used and remained in observation. It was discovered that the children imitated the aggressive behavior displayed in the film by the adult. This supports Bandura's theory addressing observational learning.
So it is important to just recap on what we have gone through. Remember, we are learning the cognitive social learning theory that Albert Bandura came up with, where we focused on the cognitive processors that humans have and that they are thought to learn based on observations and consider enduring paths that will lead to prosperous endings. And then we also covered the trends in imitation and observational learning by explaining what the no trial observational learning without reinforcement experiment Bandura did. It is important to keep in mind that whatever it is being role modeled to children is appropriate and desired behavior because based on what the findings are, children will model whatever parents and adults said to create an influence and then will display. So thank you for listening and catch you guys next time.